All right, boys and girls, so now we're on this back. Oh, you can't really see my question. Gotta fix. Okay, it says, let me just make this better, clearer for you. All right, Section A at the baseball stadium has 12 rows with 17 seats in each row. In the center of the first 5 rows, 4 seats are reserved. How many seats are not reserved? So again, in Section A of the baseball, stadium has 12 rows of 17 seats. In the center of the first 5 rows, 4 seats are reserved. How many seats are not reserved? So we're trying to figure out how many seats are not reserved. First, we need to figure out how many seats total there are. And there are 12 rows of 17. So you're going to multiply that. You can put this into your calculator. Make sure that you are showing your multiplication, what you multiplied together. So 12 times 17 is 204 seats total. Then you have to figure out how many of these seats are not reserved. And we know that in the center of the first 5 rows, there's 4 seats reserved. So you have to do 5 times 4 equals 20. Now, you know that there's 20 seats reserved. You have to subtract that from the total. So seats in Section A have 204. The seats that are reserved are 20. You have to subtract 204 minus 20. This you cannot use your calculator for. Remember, in a subtraction problem, you are putting the bigger number on top. You know that 4 times 0 is 4. You can't do 0 minus 2. You got to borrow 1. The 0 turns into a 10. 10 minus 2 is 8. And 1 minus nothing is 1. So there's a total of 184 seats that are not reserved. Going down to Section B. Section B at the soccer stadium has 10 rows of 15 seats in each row. In the center of each of the first 3 rows, 5 seats are reserved. How many seats are not reserved? So they're asking us again, how many seats are not reserved? First, we need to figure out how many seats total there are in Section B. So in Section B, there is 10 rows times the 15 seats in each would give you 150. You can use your calculator for that. Then, in the center of each of the first 3 rows, 5 seats are reserved. So we need to figure out how many of those seats are reserved. So 3 times 5 equals 15. Seats in Section A, there's 150, minus the seats that are reserved, which are 15. How many seats are not reserved? That would give us 150 minus the 115, or 15 equals 135. I hope you got this answer. You may go on to your exit ticket.